Hi. Hello. Hold on. Hello, my future girlfriend. Yeah, I type some stuff in chat to make sure it's working. So like, oh, look at that. That's so funny. Oh man, I'm frozen. Can you deactivate, reactivate? Yeah, except now everything is fucked up. I'm so dark. Alright, I was actually just about to say, and this is perfect example that I am not really like super set up. I'm gonna have to do some of this on the fly. It is what it is. Shut up. Fuck you. I have to. It has to be like that. Okay. Did I do anything else with like the brightness? I don't know. This isn't perfect in the first place because I have so many chroma key filters on myself that it doesn't matter. Okay, what about art? We have display capture, we have window capture too for Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers edition, but I think that will work just fine for Photoshop as well. There we go. And of course that has to be on the bottom somewheres. I mean, that's pretty much fine. This is pretty much okay, I think, right? Of course we need the all-important stylus. I'm trying to think, like, I need to put chat on my phone. I'm not gonna be able to read it on my computer. Sorry, like I said, like, this, I'm seriously doing it on the fly. I'm not prepared. Everything sucks. You know, why don't I listen to my audio levels? That would be, like, a good start. Probably gonna edit all this out when I do the fucking... when I save it. Hi, crab meats. Time to listen to myself talking. If anything, I would say that maybe the Goron music is a little quiet. Let's try turning it up a bit. Down. Possibly it's a little loud now. Let me just keep listening. There should be... I can't do it right now, I'm too stupid, but I think what it should actually be in the future is, like... I should have Goron music auto-duck when I'm talking. That sounds smart, right? Doesn't that sound intelligent? Anyway, I think I should do that. Okay, why was I... Because I want to check chat on my phone. My channel. No, wait, I have to do dashboard. Okay. Okay. Excruciating. Okay. So that should be fine. Like, the information, it should be updated and everything. It should say art stream warm-ups, maybe other stuff, and the category should be art. And if it doesn't say that, and if it says worm grubber, then it's not my fault. I tried to change it. So, today, let's see. I'm not feeling well. I woke up kind of, like, feeling horribly bad. In terms of, like, maybe getting a migraine soon. I've said this before. I used to get really bad ones. Nowadays, I'm lucky. They usually don't get, like, really crazy. But I get like a very minor version of what I used to get, where I'm kind of like tired and weak and I feel sick and my head hurts. And my eyes hurt. But I have to, well, I don't have to, but I would like to, practice doing art. I'm just about to post a Patreon post. In fact, I have it in this Google document right here with all the images and stuff. So... that has a bunch of drawings from my trip in it, which may not seem related, but it is. I noticed on this trip, because I was doing a lot of gesture drawing, well, first, oh my god, look at this. I'm transparent. I noticed that, first, when I was starting to do it, I was, like, pretty out of practice. Pretty out of practice. You know what I usually do on these streams? I move this over. Because for some reason, you seeing my layers is like the worst thing to me. but also it kind of like maximizes the space I could use to draw. It's like that. See, get it. And then I guess usually we would also do things like put chat up here, which probably isn't gonna work, but I tried. Try writing stuff in chat. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, oh, there it is. Okay. We'll just have to leave it like that. What else have we got here? That's fun. We have images, but I don't think they're like, I think they lead to sources that have been moved. Display capture. Fuck that shit. Image 6. Oh, this one works. Of course, the classic. Tab is touchdown. I love hentai picture. He can hang out. I think he can hang out. What do you guys think? It looks like I'm saying out. Oh my god, Cheryl's call-out post. She loves hentai. That wouldn't be like the worst thing, but it is gossip for the hate machine of war. Travis Touchdown teaches typing. He should. You just have to type "I love hentai" over and over again. Okay, but we're not gonna have that. This is a Christian values stream. No, it's not. Sorry. Like I said, I am getting my bearings. I only have done one of those streams since I got back from my trip, and that was just Worm Grubber, the VN. In retrospect, alright, so I showed it to my friend Thursday just to show that I had done it, and so I didn't realize this is like a common, actually I realize now I should say, in addition to like working on Endemic with Slow Beef as the art director. By the way, if you haven't heard, I'm doing that. But I realize a lot of people are embarrassed to have their scripts read, and so they found the stream really hard to watch, especially because I gave one of the characters kind of like a Nintendo Toad voice, like, oh, like that. But for what it's worth, though, I really enjoyed playing the game, and I am glad to get some eyes on their endeavors and like talk to them and stuff. Hi, Bird Teeth, by the way. Just kind of talking shop here. Okay, so the Patriarchy post, right, like that's a draft. By the way, I have to draft these in Google Docs and think about it because, Ko-fi? You know, the application, the website, it really fucking sucks for doing like blog posts with like inline images kind of thing. I'm gonna have to rethink how I do that. I don't like to though. I'd like it if they both matched on both sides. Patreon's a lot easier. You just kind of like, you can put your file names in order and like put in your draft where you want an image to go, and then you can just highlight the text. And not so with Ko-fi. It's like super picky about like how it lets you do inline images. So ahead of time, I just like, it doesn't matter anyway. It's like I prepared in Google Docs too because like I'm usually taking drawings from my phone, from my tablet, from my computer, so I need to have like something that like a bounding box that can take all those things. And I can't necessarily use the I stuff on Mac because it doesn't play well with Windows. The classic issue for those familiar with Macintosh products. Oh, let's see here. Okay, so I'm looking at this website, line-of-action.com, and they have a figure study tool. So I get to pick, be aware this tool uses nude models, both male and female, unless you turn this setting off, and that's okay, I'm 33, it's fine. So I get to pick what do I want to draw, all models, only nude, or only covered, and then I can include all genders, only female red, only male red, or only non-binary, and I can pick baby, child, teen, and adult. What kind of session, all the same length I picked versus class mode. Class warm you up with quick gesture drawings and easy into longer poses. They include built-in break times. So I'm gonna do, I think I'm just gonna do 60-second intervals because as I recall, you can just kind of like skip through these. And by the way, I need to close some tabs before I go any farther. I should update my availability. So guess what, everybody? My anniversary is on tomorrow, but fucking Chad is working all day. He's working from 8 to 5. and he is tired when he comes home. So, just heads up, I'm not doing shit, and I have to update my availability for working on my job. Okay. I'll have to look at all of these later. All of these tabs have got to be shutted up, with the exception of like 1 or 2 of them. You know, for a drawing stream, there isn't very many drawings going on, are there? Why don't we fix that? You know what I heard is popular is not having just like a completely white canvas. Why don't we change that? It's probably better for your eyeballs. You, dear reader, it is probably better for your eyeballs. My eyeballs have already been fried by years of abuse. Actually, I can see pretty much just fine. I have some problems with my like far vision, but nothing crazy. I think it falls within normal. Okay, so we are starting on the drawing, and you don't get to see what it is. Sorry, it's because it's a, you know, it's a completely nude man. Like, sorry, you just can't. Oh, this isn't the right brush. Didn't write it all. That's okay. I'll cope. Anyway, so it's gonna be rough to start because many reasons. Probably I will not. No, you know what? I'm brave. I'll draw ass cheek. But this is just like an artistic figure. Hopefully nobody wants to ban me for this. I'm pretty sure I have this stream marked for mature audiences only. So there's no issue. I wish they would show you a timer, but I know that's kind of against the spirit of this. So I don't know if it's still true. I used to be like pretty fast with figure drawing. Nope, not fast enough though. This is hard. It's okay, I'm just warming up. I probably don't need to be rushing this much. Man, they start you right off the gate with like such hard poses. This is all cope, sorry. Can't. So I noticed the other day when I was drawing, and I might show you the drawing if I'm not a coward, but boy, that looks like shit. I may show you the drawing if I'm not a coward, but I was making this painting of my lady, and it just wasn't turning out right, like at all. I feel like somehow drawing on this tablet attached to my computer can be sort of problematic because I can't like hold it. Anyway, I mean, you know what? Even if this turns out bad, maybe this is like valuable for other people to see. Like even a good artist is bad when they haven't warmed up. That kind of shit. Oh, I should have done like the figure drawing warm-ups. You know the ones. This person is giving lots of gender vibes. Not to be racist, but sorry, I'm not. I'm just saying shit. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, hold on. You need to see this. You need to see this now. You have to see this right now. I need to figure out how to show you this. I need to... Sorry, I paused the exercise. You need to see now. Look. Look! That's what they asked me to draw. That's the next picture. I really love it. I really love it. Okay. I just had to pause and, you know, emphasize that because it was really good. Wishing this little lad well, wherever he may be. I mean, I don't know actually. Maybe I want him to die. I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, so with like Photoshop and the like, it's pretty hard to keep the scale of your pictures like consistent because you're like zooming in and out or like scrolling, you know what I mean? Sorry. I opened up a menu in Photoshop and it was not what I wanted. Oh my god, it's going so fast. Maybe like back up a little bit. I think that's the other thing too, is like you're usually looking at like a figure, like a real life figure from like pretty far away. And so you tend to like pick better page compositions, I'd say. It's so hard. Maybe 60 seconds is too fast. I was also identifying that, like, I feel like I kind of tend to focus on the head too much and stuff like this. And it's better, it's definitely, like, way better to just, like, get the figure out first as much as you can. Because you never know, like, you wouldn't want to just be, yeah, okay. You wouldn't want to just be left with, like, a portrait for all of your practices, you know what I mean? Sorry, I'm like not talking because I wish to finish this as fast as I can, and I just don't think I'm going to do it if I talk. It's like a whole standing figure, as you can see. Okay, it's time for a new layer. Okay, it's come back. I'm sure it was just an internet problem. Hopefully there is not horrible problems going on with my, my online. That would be bad. So like I was saying earlier, you might see me trying to like focus on certain things, or like I might move on really fast from some areas. It's just because I want to like practice drawing other body parts than what I usually do. I think everybody has this problem for the most part. Oh my god. Oh my god. Twice I said that because first off it moved on really fast, and second off it moved on to a lady with big boobies. And I was surprised. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm just human, okay? No, I'm kidding. I just wasn't expecting it. I'm sorry. I dead ass don't know what to say. I'm not embarrassed. I just don't know what to say to you. Aren't we all like this? Aren't we all susceptible to images and, you know, actually, you know, so for that being said though, I'm really not that. The most it really does is like, it'll surprise me, or like, I'm sensitive if like somebody else is in the room, that kind of thing. But like, as for me by myself, when I look at like nudes, I'm not like, wow, I'm horny. Like, I'm just kind of like, oh, okay. Like, you know, I can appreciate what that is happening in the picture, but it doesn't really hold like an extra weight for me. I can remember the first figure. Oh my god, the first figure drawing session that I did, I was like, oh my god, because I think it might have been like the first time I had ever seen certain parts of other people, like in my life. So, yeah, I definitely remember that being stressful. Not stressful, but just like very different. But I definitely, like, I just don't, you know. Now I'm 33 and it doesn't bother me at all. I've seen loads of cocks at this point. No, that's not true, oh my god. Stop. Stop saying stuff like that. No, I don't care. Again, I really don't give a shit. Like, it's fine. Better to talk than not to talk. It's true. Determine based on watching your streams of art and tell me, do you like it when the person talks or does not talk? I love it when the person talks. The image is switched. I think these are starting to come out better. This is also what was happening on my trip. Like, at first it would be very shaky and shit, but then like as the night would go on, because usually I was doing these in the evening, it'd get better and better. Or sorry, the day. As the day would go on, it'd get better and better. I've come to the end of my canvas, which isn't very good. It's not very good. So like drawing real life figures compared to like anatomical sort of mock-ups is really important, and you're gonna laugh at me for this, but like this the way that this lady's chest looks is like a really good proof of that, because she doesn't just have like two orbs, she has like some definition, like, and it has like a shape, you know what I mean? And I ran out of space, of course I have to focus on this. Okay. I'm gonna pause because I think it's time for a new layer. So like compare those with these first ones, like this right here, oopsie. This right here, so bad. But this right here, better I'd say. Okay, enough fucking lollygagging. Time to restart. By the way, you're hearing Goron music, but I'm hearing my YouTube playlist, and I love it, but you would hate it because I have a habit of like, when I like to focus, I just play one song or like one album on repeat constantly.
Fuck, I didn't like that.
I didn't like it and now it's gone! Now this person, and I'm saying this with full respect, is an absolute unit. The kind of person I love to draw. I could get into some fucking... Oh, I could rant about this. I think people who don't like to figure draw, people with interesting or like not completely normatively perfect, and I hope we all understand what I mean by that, bodies. They are fake artists and should die. I should kill them. Just kidding. That's not actually what I think. But I do think it's like very boring to be like, I only like drawing thin girl with big boobs, and like I only like drawing normal man with, oh my god, it's already switched. He was in a really cool pose. Actually, I'd like to go back and draw that some more. Sorry, I'm cheating. It's not really cheating. I think it wouldn't take me longer than, say, like 5 minutes to do this, I want to say. To the extent that I want to complete it. I'd say this should be lower. Really wants to particularly focus on doing legs because I'd say it's a problem of mine. Okay, we're not drawing you know what, because this isn't that kind of stream. We'll just put a shadow there. Don't think about it, don't look at it. Oh man, I fucked this up so bad. It's okay. Again, it's okay. Honestly, it's practice. As long as you're kind of like doing practice, that's all I personally care about. Okay. So if I were in like a figure drawing class and I want to fix this, probably what I would do is I would shade around this contour and I would try to match the negative space of his hand. And yep, that indeed matches better. And I might even come in with a little eraser and go like this. And then I might even go and make him bigger because he is bigger. So yeah, functionally this becomes something like a 5 to 7 minute drawing, I believe. But it's all good. As long as it's, say, under 15 to 30 minutes, I think I'm still kind of like in line with my own goals here. I like that. Okay. So maybe we'll do a little bit more of that kind of thing. Okay, I want to know what's... I'm on Sketch Square. That's so weird. The square is usually a lot cuter when I use it. I don't know why it's all weird now. Anyway. Time to go. Okay. This drawing is pretty... Or sorry, this picture is really pretty funny. Maybe I should like stay on it a bit. It's like so anime. Actually, I think I will just pause ahead of time and just get this shit done. The human foot is an interesting thing because you can stand on your toes in a very weird position like this and it will still work. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk about how the human foot is an interesting thing. Oh my god, this person has the longest arms. Okay, let's see. I mean that complimentary, by the way. I think long arms are cool and good to have, especially if you're short like me, haha. I don't think I have very long arms, unfortunately. I'd say they're about average, if I could guess. I was constantly asking my parents growing up, like, do I have short arms? Like, mean. So you're asking me, Charles or Callie, if you know me that well, what was the reason for your comment that this is so anime? I will tell you, friend, it's because she's wearing a pair of, like, dark black angel wings. And I thought I felt that was something worth getting a kick out of. I worded that really strangely, but anyway, I got a kick out of it, basically. I feel like drawing her face, it might be a little difficult. She has a very distinctive face, but we'll try our best. And like, this isn't like perfectly accurate, I'm gonna be honest with you. But then again, nothing I'm drawing here today is. It's not even like that. Oh man, I moved her so far over, I shouldn't have done that. Thank goodness it's maintained my pixels. Oh, my eyes are hurting. It's because I'm focusing so hard on the art. Okay. Yep, I just wanted to do that full one. I thought it was funny. Or like it appealed to me. I'm guessing that one was a little longer, but hey. Yummy. Okay. Nodding says Rito, I understand. My camera froze. This was a great time to hop into the stream. Oh no. Okay, just pretend I'm like concentrating so hard, because that is what's happening. I think if I turn the source on and off, is that? Nope. Can you refresh source? Is that something you can do? I wonder why this is happening. Because it happens pretty often, actually. Here I am! I'm really dark! Do you want dark churls, or do you want bright holy churls? You want bright holy churls. Don't you? Yeah, we'll just do that. Okay. Yeah, for some reason, I think it's because I have my camera attached to like a USB hub. Like a USB hub, if you understand what I'm saying. It like attaches to the computer a certain way, because I don't have enough USB ports. there's a funny glitch with it where it just starts screaming if that happens again. I'll try really hard. I'll try really, really hard to fix it. Anyway... Okay. So I've given up on the whole time limit thing. I think I need to warm up a little bit more before I do that to myself. Oh man, oh my fucking god. I look away for 1 second and my life is ruined. I probably just needed to do like actual gesture drawings like this, huh? That's like what they tell you to do, right? Guys, it's a very fragile balance between the eye and the pen, okay? And sometimes that balance is destroyed. That's all I have to say on the matter. But anyway, when it froze, you were not missing much. I can say that for certain. It's basically just me, like, frowning at my tablet, right? I think. Maybe I look up occasionally. The amazing technology of Control-Z. Humans' greatest advancement. It actually is. Yeah, that's better. This guy's a difficult guy to draw facially because he has like a really cute face, but he also has like facial hair, so it's kind of hard to like soften his face to make him look like himself at the same time that he has hair on him. You know? It can be difficult. Depends on the person, I guess, but that's like better, I guess. A little bit. He's got Beatles vibes a bit. He does got Beatles vibes a bit. I would agree with that. Also, hi Ben. I don't know if I like specifically said hi. And everyone else, like Ryudo and so on. And Birdteeth, although I think I said hi to Birdteeth already, but welcome to my stream. Uh-oh, I missed a bit of cheek. Gotta go back in and draw that butt cheek. Not that it's like a huge thing, but... Sorry, for the drawing. It's not like a huge thing to miss, but I'd rather have it than not. Yeah, I think that looks pretty okay. Wouldn't we agree? Agree now or get banned. Okay. I'll have to go back and watch my stream later and see how long it took me to do... Wait, no. No exiting. Okay. I'll have to see how long it took me to do some of these when I pause the timer. You know, I think... Okay, so earlier I was complaining. The reason I'm doing these exercises is because on the Wacom specifically, I'm having a hard time, like, drawing freely. And that's because it's, like, kind of large and it's on a mic... Or, sorry, a mic arm. It's on a monitor arm, so, like, it doesn't feel, you know, like a sketchbook would feel. It feels like you're, like, kind of like this. So it's not, like, the most conducive to drawing. And some might say that I need to reconfigure my setup and that would address things. You think you're so fucking smart, don't you? I don't think it's gonna help, to be honest. I have, like, limited things I can do, with my current setup. I even, like, I selected all the pieces of this kind of, like, desk setup all by myself, and even though we picked, like, what we thought was gonna be best, me and Chad's mom, we still are having problems because I'm so fucking short, and, like, there's just not really ergonomic solutions for me. Even if, like, things fit, like, you. I have my feet on a stool. I have my butt in a chair that's, like, ostensibly my height and she'll let my feet hit the ground, but it never does. And then, like, because I have to raise the chair to use my tablet, which will only go a certain amount of height and movement, and then I have to, like, make it all work with my keyboard and monitors. It's all shit and bad. It's all shit and bad. Anyways, so it was just, like, my complaint session. Basically, all that to say, drawing on the Wacom, sometimes I don't get the best drawings when I draw on it. Other times I do, inexplicably, and I think it's because I'm not thinking about it too hard. Or, like, I'm just vibing, but I just don't know. I don't know what changes from day to day. There is one factor. I don't think you can see, like, which chairs I'll choose to do art in the streams in, but I think maybe some of you are aware that sometimes I'm in a different chair. It's like a lounge chair, and it's really bad in most ways, but for some reason I do feel like I have the kind of, like, stability to, like, cuddle up and, like, do whatever with the screen, and maybe my drawings are a little bit better when I do that compared to when I'm in the wheelie chair. It's really unfortunate because as much as it's true that it gives better drawings, it also, like, it's so bad for me. I feel like I hear my dog crying. I want to go check on her. I wonder why she's hooting. She's not at my door, so I don't... Okay, you know what? Pause! I'll be right back. I need to check on my dog. Well, he ain't my brother, but he sure is heavy. I don't know how the song goes, actually. Sorry. So she wasn't crying, she just yawned really loud. I don't know to what degree people can hear the conversations I have with Chad. Sorry. Mom said it's my turn in the magma. Sorry, oh, the child. You're talking about the child guy that I drew. That I was forced to draw. The child guy that I was forced to draw. Okay, erase pause. Yep, that's looking better. Yeah, something that comes to mind drawing this, like, sometimes when I'm drawing figures, like, from imagination, I kind of think to myself, like, oh, there's no way that arms are shaped like this. You're just being, like, a wacko and wrong. And then, like, I look at a picture like this and I'm like, oh, wait, arms actually are shaped like that. Because they are. When you see them at, like, certain foreshortenings, it really does become, like, more about the curves and whatnot. Anyway, I'm not spending too much time on her hands because I would like to finish it quickly. And I have to balance the time constraints properly. Oh baby, I didn't draw this right at all. That's okay. So like if I was working by myself or like on work, what I would do is like take the magic wand tool and just like make her head larger, but since this is a full honesty exercise, I will simply try to redraw the parts that I fucked up. Ugh, it's getting all dark outside. Wait, I could turn some lights on. Excuse me. I don't like it when the room isn't evenly lit. It's like really distracting. And right now, of the 4 ceiling lights that I have, 2 of them are out on the side, on my left side. It's mega annoying. But there you have it. So I do think like shading can really, even just like some basic shading can really help with the lively seemingness of your figures. So, and just to say, like I'm honestly not that good at it, but like even just like the amount of okay at it that I am, I feel like it does add a lot. So if you also draw and you're looking for ways to up your figure game, then like that is something figure drawing game, then that is something I would suggest to you. Sorry, I just don't like how that turned out. It's okay though. I'm going to cope with that. Oh, it's because I have it set to 83. Yes, no wonder I'm having problems here. Actually, Control Z! Control Z. Control Z everything. Except for maybe like that. Yeah. I do think like an important part of like drawing practice is training yourself not to get like too attached to your sketches. Like you should be able to like just throw them away till you get a good one. Or press Control Z a lot, as the case may be. If you understand my meaning. Yeah, it's like not the best I've ever done, but it's like okay. It's good practice, I can tell you that much. It's okay. It's just okay. Okay. Let me make sure nothing funny has happened. Yeah, nothing funny has happened in OBS. Okay. I don't really want to draw this pose, but I will. It is the same model, at least, if for whatever that counts for. I think I would really like to change my music here soon. Anyway, well, how's everybody doing today? I feel like I forgot to ask, maybe. Hope you are well. If you aren't, get better. Just kidding, but if you aren't, hopefully the stream is helping somewhat. That's so bad. Excuse me. I hear Chad. That arm is like really long. That's okay though. It's not like super different from reality, to be totally honest. So I kind of said at the beginning, I was like, I don't want to draw this, because it's kind of a complicated standing position with a couple props, but then I was like, wait, that's something a coward would say, because I don't want to try. So I decided I would try it. It's really not that bad. I guess the other thing too is like maybe the body type, like, because it's a standing, sorry, not body type, figure type, because it's a standing position, I thought I might have like issues with that, but I don't think any of those are good reasons not to try. Also, some people's like anatomy, like they don't have perfectly usual I don't know how to say this, like legs. They have like, I have this kind of leg myself actually, so it stands to reason I should be able to draw it better, but I've always struggled with it. It's just like this, the side view of the knee is like, let's see if I can draw it real quick. Just like, I think just some confusing leg architecture because of like extra fat or like the muscle distribution. Basically, instead of having like a divot here, you have something that comes out. And like I said, this is not uncommon. I'm not saying this to make anybody feel bad. My legs are like this as well. It's fine. But like the kind of like typical art leg, I think it looks a little different. Like, you know, what most people will just like draw from memory or from a 3D poser type figure. They don't usually have legs like that. Whatever. My computer. Yeah, something strange is happening with my computer, and it's been happening, especially when I get in Discord calls. It just goes like, and then that's that. Okay, it looks like it saved my settings, so all I had to do was like refresh it. I'm starting to wonder if something is wrong with my computer. I should try closing some programs. But how will I ever- but no, I need my figure drawing, and how will I ever get back to Unity shaders? Okay, we could close workless for const.rtf. And we could also close Zach interview, which it isn't. Okay. Firebox, OBS, we can close this tab. And we can not close these tabs, hold on. Refresh my inbox. Refresh my inbox. I need to stay up to date with my emails. Okay, I refreshed twice. Okay, that should be better. It should be better. I wonder why it does that herky-jerky thing. I wonder if it's Discord. I'm gonna... Not that I'm streaming to Discord in any way, but I'm going to quit Discord and see if that helps. Because I'm starting to wonder if it's like some kind of like... What in the goddamn is this? What in the Sam Hill is this? What the fuck is this? And just what is this exactly? This is the costume that came, the costumed individual that came up. I'm sure you can understand my reaction. I just wasn't expecting it, okay? No shade to the individual, I just wasn't sure what the fuck was happening. Said the screws of my mic arm. The Michael arm. Yeah, I feel like I'm being too persnickety about some of these details here. I wish I could loosen up a little bit. It'd be really nice if I had some music to listen to. And I don't, because I was closing tabs to try to help my computer. I wonder if we have any canned air. I sort of feel like 1, I need to clean out my computer. 2, I probably need to like restart it for real. 3, I just have to think about it. Just some weird little things happening with it that are not great. The other thing too is like, I was just complaining to my coworkers the other day that like, we have a lot of power outages here for some reason. I don't know if it's because there's problems with the grid locally, or because this place that I'm staying in, like, we have too many appliances and it's drawing too much power. But, anyway, there's a lot of power outages and it's caught my computer many times. And I'm afraid for my computer. It is plugged into, like, a surge protector, but I don't know how much that really helps when it's happening so many times. Anyway. Yeah, it's another thing with these Wacomms, like, in real life when you're figure drawing, you would have a big sketchbook, like a really big one. It would be like that big, and then you could go like this. You can't do that on a Wacom unless you're willing to part with a large amount of money to get the largest one possible. This one's pretty big. I think it's big. It's just big. Don't ask me how big it is. It's like maybe like a 20-inch diagonal or something, if I could guess. I usually have a tape measure over here. I'd be able to tell you distinctly, but I don't right now. I could go get one though. It actually would be very trivial to do so. I believe we have one in the bathroom that I was using to fit myself for buying clothes like a couple months ago. That's fine. I'm like okay with that. Got a yoga mom. We got a yoga mom in the house. Okay, we gotta... Yeah, okay, I paused it. Sorry, I need music. It's like so silent. It's so silent and boring. Not for you, only for me. Oh, crike. Oh, crike. I have to group by type. Oh, crike. I have to what am I doing? Sort? Oh, crike. I have to group by type. Can you please hurry up, computer? Fucking computer? It does seem to be going faster since I closed Discord. I really feel like that Discord is the problem here somehow. Every time I've had like a weird thing happen lately, it's been Discord. Sunday at 8:53 p.m. What is this? I hope it's not something awful. Oh yeah, this is from a friend. You can't even hear it because it's off. A lot of MIDI songs. Wouldn't it be cool if I could find that Final Fantasy V song that I love? You know the one I love. Yeah, here it is. Oh, but it's a piano version. This sucks. I mean, maybe I can jam to this. We'll just jam to this for the time being. I will retweet my tweet. Because some time has elapsed. It's been about an hour. Whoa. Artist, follow me and we were... Why you done did that? I will add you to my list called Cool Art. That's what I do, otherwise my... Okay. So a while ago on Twitter, I was obsessed with having my following rate be... Sorry, my following number, it had to be like a funny number. So either 420 or 666. So recently it's been 666 because I follow that many people. And I'm at 658 right now. So I'm trying to... In order to maintain the balance, because I would follow a lot of artists if it didn't make the number go up, I have a list called Cool Art that I look at when I want to see art. And I do actually see everybody's art, pretty much. But I just need that number to be special. Don't you understand that I just need that number to be special? Still going at http:// twitch.tv/girls. I I should actually do this differently. I should quote my tweet with the commission information. And I should do that. I guess maybe I should take more of a break than that, huh? Because I've been drawing for a whole hour. It wasn't an hour, it's probably been more like 40 minutes because I spent a bunch of time talking to start. I swear I had water in here. I guess I don't. I'm going to write down that I'm taking a water break. I will, as the image says, be back soon. Stop! Every time I put my headphones down, like, clank against the mic arm. Do you want to see my fit? Before I go? To get water? Okay, it's this shirt tucked into this skirt. And, hold on, I have to find a way to not show my feet. I'm wearing like a sandal like this. Don't look at my feet. If I find myself on Feet Finder, you guys... Oh, I'm wearing this as well, a hand chain. If you... I'll be right back. So, oh hey Dubs. Over specific. I think you're wasps now. I don't know why it's so funny to me. I know that like using the term female to refer to women, it's kind of like so weird. Like for people who aren't women to do that. Men in particular is the word I had in mind. But I just think it's so funny to call myself that. I don't know why. I'm all out of breath. I'll tell you why. Not only did I get water, I was also like, I'm kind of hungry. And then I realized that my next medication dose is coming up. I will probably wait till the top of the hour to take it because I can't remember exactly when I took it. It was between 8 and 9 this morning. And then I was hearing the sound of silence. And that made me realize my laundry was done. So I put some stuff in the dryer and I put some stuff to lay out and dry. So I had a couple little tasks. Ugh, and I'm all out of breath. I would like to draw this attractive older woman now. She's, you know, that's subjective, but I think I'll leave this individual saying that word, those words. Anyway, I don't know. I would actually characterize this as a pretty like rough day for me, drawing wise. I'm pretty happy with what's I'm getting, but I'm not that happy. I could be happier. Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. I was thinking about all kinds of stuff when I was doing laundry. Now I've got nothing in mind. And I was also talking a lot earlier in the stream. I was doing so good, and now I'm doing so bad. It's not true. But anyways. Yeah, as I was saying, this is not like the most perfect drawing day for me. But you have to. Oh, I know what I was thinking. So if Gnomebitten is still there, and I don't think he is, but if he is, if you feel like being on my stream, you're allowed to. I can try to go in Discord. I was having problems with Discord earlier. It seemed to be causing some kind of weird hardware or software lag across my computer, but I can give it a try. It usually works. So I don't know what the deal is. There. I don't know what the deal is there. I need lunch, but maybe later. Okay, noted. I did realize to myself, like I have to say that, but I have been streaming for like an hour. I know in the past I used to do like pretty long streams, like it would be 4 hours minimum. Remember I used to stream like 5 hours at a time? Unbelievable, and I definitely don't do that now because I just don't. Because I have other things to do sometimes. I know this might shock you to hear, but I have other things to do sometimes. Oh no, feet! I just said this was a Christian no feet stream, and here I am drawing feet. It would not even have been for the person who closed my door. I think actually it was just the wind. We have a screen door open, and my door open, and the other door open. So I think it was just a fucking phantom type door closing, and I don't think Chad... I mean, Chad might have been annoyed and been like, shut the fuck up. And that's why. But that's his prerogative. I know I've done the same to him. I've just been complaining to so many friends that, like, recently, like a couple months ago, I would go in Chad's room and he was on a kick of, like, found footage horror films type films genre, because he likes horror a lot, and I guess he likes that too. But every time I would go into his room, the TV would be going like, like, and it was, like, impossible to concentrate or, like, do anything as a person who doesn't care for those films very much. And so I was like, I gotta go. And I spent so much time on my computer that month because he wouldn't stop watching them goddamn movies. I don't actually mind, by the way, but I did think it was funny that as much as I didn't like it, I also found it to be humorous. Yeah, this always happens. I always make like a really small head and then I have to reconfigure it when I'm doing digital. It's like I was saying to everybody earlier, when I or most people go figure drawing or take a class, and like, by the way, when I say take a class, like some people just like take a figure drawing class, they'll like audit it from a community college just because they want to do figure drawing, not because they're like in search of a degree, which is like half of my entire experience with like figure drawing. That's like how I got a lot of the initial work in of practicing it. What was I gonna say? Something about classes. Oh yeah, so when you go to these classes, they tell you to bring out like a, at minimum, 18-inch tall sketch book because they want you to learn this kind of movement. Can't believe you hate Chad for his taste in horrible films. I hate Chad so much that I'm with him. I hate him so much that we're roommates. This is, for people who aren't aware of the roommates joke, one time a pizza guy came to my house because I ordered pizza and Chad was out of town, and as soon as I opened the door he fell in love with me, and crazy, I know, but he was asking me how I could afford the apartment, or like he was asking me if I went to school, and I told him in the past that I had because I was older than this guy by a bit, and he was like, I was like, oh, it's no big deal, you know, like I picked kind of like a useless degree, and he was like, it must be working out for you okay because you can rent this apartment, and I was like, no, I pay for it with my roommate, because I was afraid if I told him it was my boyfriend, he would just like drop my pizza on the ground and like stomp on it and leave. You know, like that one skit, I think it's English, where the guy is like, he's sweet on a girl, but then she's like, my new boyfriend, and he just like drops an entire aquarium on the ground and like leaves or something like that. I just was worried about that kind of a response, so I lied and I said Chad was my roommate because I wanted to get out of the social situation. And funnier yet, I had at the time, this was when it was more, no, maybe it was Discord, not Skype. Well, so I had some voice call like that going. My friend heard me do it and they were like, did you just say Chad was your roommate? And I was like, yeah. It was really funny. So funny that we reference it to this day as an inside joke, which are like inherently not funny things to reference, but it is so funny that when faced with a situation where there could be any pressure, I just lied instead. I just simply lied. This is a singles only pizza. Whatever works. I mean, yeah, like I was home by myself. It was before I had Luna, and like I was also, for whatever it's worth, I was a little bit younger, so I was not like, I guess I was, it's hard to say exactly what I mean, but hopefully people get my gist. I just wasn't like, I wasn't terribly comfortable being like at home by myself and having to deal with suddenly a pizza man who fell in love at first sight. Maybe if you were ever in my position, you would understand. Okay. Yeah, I'm spending too much time on this lady's face because I got caught up in my story. If only this was a cheating stream again, I would just take her head and I would magic wand it. Dang, this lady drawing is just having the worst meditation station. She's kind of like squinting because she's outdoors in the sun. But it is kind of like a wincing smile. Okay. Sorry, I was saying okay because I was advancing the figure, which for obvious reasons I'm not showing those pictures here because many of them are nudes. Disgusting, I know, but disgusting, but this is how the world is. This ear is out of pocket. It's okay though. The looping music. Okay, I'm starting to really notice your Crash Bandicoot ass food. Okay, I will tell you. It is Goron music. The file is. Okay, so it's Toho music. I think it's called the Venerable Ancient Battlefield, and I ran it through Goron from Ocarina of Time sound font. So, like, I'll take on occasion. Okay, so I think the original Goron music was like, you know, dun 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 dun, like that Doom song. I still have it. I should play it. Let's play the original Goron music. Wherever it may be in my files. Let's see. I think it would just be called Goron Doom. Yep, here it is. Listen to Goron Doom. In fact, I would also like to listen to Goron Doom if I could. Let me change my audio properties so that I can do that. So, yeah, honestly, it's probably louder than I'm, like, talking right now. But, yeah, it's really good, right? So how long ago even was it? Like two years ago I did Trolltober. It was every day of October I did a stream. So for some reason I played Doom, like one of the later ones, and I for some reason was I just needed it to be Goron Doom, and I only wanted to listen to that. So ever since that day, I've allowed people to request Goron music when I ask, hey guys, does anyone want Goron music? So I've made a couple different tracks, and I use made in the loosest sense possible. Really, I'm just like taking a MIDI file that somebody else made, and I am changing the instruments to the Ocarina of Time ones. So that's a very long story, but I hope that you enjoyed it. I have other Goron musics. I think my favorite is probably... Oh, and I have to name them all like funny names as well. That's one of the rules. So yeah, we've pretty much got the gist of Goron Doom. What else have we got here? We have the Man with the Master Sword, which is the man with the machine gun from Final Fantasy VIII. I remember that one being like really painful, but in a good way. Rock Roller? I don't know what that is. It's from a video game, but I don't know which one. Oh, it's from Speed Racer. No, Ridge Racer. I'm so fucking dumb. Okay, well, it's from Ridge Racer. It's from Ridge Racer. You have Deku Nuts again, like from the title. I don't know what the fuck that means. Oh, Fireflies? You would not believe your butts. 10,000 Deku Nuts. That's another one. That's a good one. Sorry, it's fine to have a little diversion. I think because I've been drawing for so long, I need to take like a good kind of a break. I've got Gorhythm. Marisa stole the precious stone. Ganondorf stole the precious spiritual stone. Bomb Flowering Nights. That's like Flowering Nights. I think that might be one of the better Goron musics. Rockstar. Primitive Mountain, we just left that as. Oh, we have Rain Goron, which is like a really not well-known track by Paul Hardcastle, Rainforest. You have Rock. Oh, we have Cascada Every Time We Touch, but instead it's Every Time We Touch in Goron City. Let's listen to that one. I think that's one of my favorites too. Hey Charles, talk to Chad tonight about a DM I just sent him regarding the Cabal. I surely fucking will. I was just wondering when you were gonna send that out. I'll talk to you as well. Like totally dancing off the beat, yeah. Sorry, but it's so good. It's so good. No, it is. It's objectively good. Anyway, let me get back to why let me get to the actual stream that I'm doing. Although sometimes I will do Goron music streams. It's happened. Where all I want to do is make Goron music, or adapt it, really. Since, as we discussed, it's not something I'm really making. It's really just something that I'm doing. I'm trying to be like really sensitive about how much people's butts and dicks and stuff that I draw, because I don't want to get in trouble with Twitch. Good enough. Oh, la la. This is a good one. I don't know if I can draw it, but it's good. 12:57. So probably in like 10 or 15 minutes. It's not the end of the stream necessarily, but I do need to like walk my dog in about 20 minutes. 20? Yeah, 20. Or if she comes busting in and she's like, oh, then I'll just walk her then. And usually we don't go on like an entire walk at this time of day. I'll just like walk her in the yard and then we'll come back so she can, you know, go to the bathroom, I guess. Yeah, I definitely feel that like the past hour of practice has done things for me in terms of it's not so hard now. So he's literally like, the model, I mean, he's literally outside on a rock. So if you're like wondering what this stuff is, it's nature. It's nature, of course. He's kind of like braced between two rocks, is how I would describe his position. I want to say something, but like I feel like people are gonna be like, "What the fuck?" if I say it. I was gonna say this picture reminds me of like, so because this is like a figure drawing model, he's like in his teddy whities or whatever, right? But it gave me a sudden, severely strong memory of going to Sweden with my at the time boyfriend. Thankfully, he is an ex-boyfriend now, and sorry, to stay with my ex-boyfriend. He was Swedish, and we went to like the south of Sweden. We would go because his relatives had like a beach house there. And one of the times that we were there, I guess like we just wanted to catch the remaining sun, which if you've been to these countries, you know, it's like in the summertime you want to get as much sun as you can. And so we just kind of like, we didn't have our bathing suits and the sun was setting soon, so we just like threw off all our clothes except for our underwear. We were like laying on the rocks just like this guy is. And just talking about whatever. I fucking am so glad I'm out of that relationship, but it is a nice memory to think back on. It sucked. That shit fucking sucked. It sort of did. I honestly, yeah, there were good times, there were bad times. Ultimately, it was not a good relationship, and so I'm glad it's over. And I've been dating Chad, and I'm
Married to Chad, actually.
even though we're just roommates. I'll look for a MIDI for later. Do you ever make any Eurobeat Goron? No, I was kind of like looking for, yeah, you say Eurobeat. I can't remember the name of the guy, but anything that would be like, initial D type kind of thing. Anyway, this drawing turned out nice, didn't it? It's not 1-1 to the photo, but like, it pretty much never has to be 1-1 to the photo. I think you're kind of like doing it wrong if you're being like, oh, I need the highest accuracy possible. You just kind of like have to do good enough. And also like the function of like doing this as practice, like you are just doing it to kind of like get savvy for the day or whatever. And I suppose I was planning on, at the very least, working on some personal work. Oh yeah, didn't I say I was gonna reveal? Okay, so first of all, that's just art right there, you know. But, excuse me, Chad is getting a pair of, what the fuck are these called? They're Nikes, obviously. I don't know if they're also Jordans, but they are Nikes, shaped like the Riddler from Batman. No, they're not, stop. You know what I was trying to say. I'm like embarrassed to show this on stream for multiple reasons, but I will do it. So I was drawing, I was storyboarding. Control Z, please. Please Control Z, thank you. I was storyboarding some stuff and trying to do like, you see I did this pretty well because I could use myself as a model, but I was just trying to like, you know, storyboard this out a little bit, and then I also did this. This version sucks. Where's the real version? Did I not save it last night? I'm gonna eat my shorts. I think, because my computer kept getting turned off by the power outages, I have like a million versions of this that were covered. Yeah, I believe it's called. Yeah. So, like, I tried to do something here. Obviously, it's not like, I'm looking at it in the morning, and it is not the worst. It is not the worst, but it's also not the best for multiple reasons. I won't point them out to you if you can't see them. I don't want to, but like, I thought to myself, like, okay, the struggles I'm having here and like the amount of time it's taking, you know, because like you have to become like really aware of like, if something is not happening the way you want it to like troubleshoot that. And I thought to myself, like, when I was on that trip to Seattle earlier, like I was doing really well with, figure drawing because I was doing it every day, and I don't just have like a group of 15 friends that I can be like, hey, let me draw a picture of you. I have Chad and Luna, but like for various reasons, I think you don't want to be drawing like the same people repeatedly because you'll fall into habits, and that's not what I want to do. That sounds like a really funny insult to tell someone on the internet, like, you have fallen into habits. You acting in ways like that kind of thing. What I was going to say, I fucking forgot. Oh, well anyways, yeah, I noticed that, like, without the figure drawing practice, I feel like I'm getting rustier, especially when I switch mediums. Like, on my not attached to an ARM tablet, I seem to draw pretty well. It's the same with, like, a sketchbook, but for this, one that is more anchored, it is problematic. Hey, my music ended! Ah, but my cam is frozen! No! It is frozen on, like, a nice, image this time. I look so friendly. Well, I'm not. I would never be nice. Nobody likes me and I'm not nice. I feel like my boy gets even more bowed every time I see him. He's getting 12 dwarf max. Who, Chad? Oh, you're talking about, my knight character. Yeah, it's funny thing with him, right? Like, there are versions of him. Can I pause figure drawing just to, like, look at the versions of my knight character who I definitely didn't design according to what I personally enjoy? Let's see, where are pictures of him? Okay, so he went from being like 12 to being like, huge. He went from being 12 to being huge. I have like a really nice painting of him I made. I wonder where it is. It's a really nice one, if I can but find it. Where is the nice painting of him? I know it's green, but that doesn't help. It's green and he's holding a pine cone. Do you know which one I'm talking about? He has considerably muscle maxed in some of the pictures of him since those days. Why in the world would it not be in my folder where I keep everything? Maybe I like put it in a specific folder because I thought it was better. Okay, it's not in my folder. Sorry, it's really frustrating. It was so cool. It's like one of the best drawings I have of him. Why would it not be in here? So pissed off. Okay, let's see. Aha, I found it. It's because it was indeed in a different folder. How do we do this? Can I drag the file to OBS and would it populate as a source? No. The answer may shock you, but the answer is no. What is this image 5? It's currently leading nowhere. Let's do that. Sorry, I'm derailing everything. I'm allowed, it's my stream, I get to do it. I get to do what I want. What I want is to go to users, Calibi, desktop, DBL, and then I want to go to the image meme. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, look. Oh wow, he's huge. Make him go down. He used to be kind of like. Obviously he is ripped, right? We can all see that. But he's more like normal looking in a lot of ways. He looks like a character you would see on DeviantArt. Nowadays, though, that's not image 9, browse. I want to. What's the most like recent? Oh, okay, I could look at my Patreon folders, and that actually would probably be it. Let's see. Did I draw him in April? No. I don't want to show you the drawing I just did. It's not representative. Did I draw him in April? I drew an anime version of him. That's not him. File Resd. He's not in these files. I'm going to shit my pants if I can't find a picture of Knight. I draw him all the time. It should be easy. But sometimes, things that should be easy are difficult. October was he drawn? Yeah, actually, and it's like, it's a horrible picture. I drew him, oh, this is the sketch of how, I'm so embarrassed. Okay, so he's in this little horror type outfit, if you would just compare with like the previous, so, sorry. I'm so embarrassed. I hate, somebody tried to talk to me on my trip about my OCs and I like, I started laughing just like that, and I like turned around. I was like, because I'm so not used to like talking about it verbally. Okay, so you see he changed quite a bit. I wanted to make him, first of all, it's very important to me that Knight does not look like he's a Disney character. He's not. He's not. He should look more like Final Fantasy Tactics. We're trying to go for fucking Delita type beat, okay? Okay. He's on my desk for a reason. And also, like, I mean, the same could be said for Milady. I also have this to kind of help with her. Milady's hair is a little bit different. She doesn't exactly, but she's easier. It's not difficult to draw her. He became less Golgo 13 and more Mega Dwarf Max as the comic goes on. There was a bit of, like, possibly in the narrative, because of the way that he has developed as a character over time, I thought it would be funny to take him kind of like, you know, vaguely built and then make him built fat. I don't know. It's fun. It's fun to imagine. He used to be a Pinecone and now he's the entire Pine Tree. I used to devastate someone by calling their OC Dave from Accounting because of how generic. Oh, no, you mean like a literal person? I used to call him Dave from Accounting. That's funny. Anyways, read Ore Monogatari. Can you copy and paste that in live tweeting and I will? Is it some kind of evil manga? Because you know I like those. Takeo from Ore Monogatari. Yeah, it's a shoujo manga. Yeah, you know I like to read about. What is the, like, me and my childhood friend both became big booby monsters? And it sounds perverted, but it's actually not really an ero manga at all. It's just straight up shoujo, and they don't fuck in it. By the way, everybody who's watching and maybe judging me, shut the fuck up. Shut up. It's a perfectly fine hobby to have. It's for my job. Anyways, getting back to comparing the two kind of ways that I would draw Knight. Right, I didn't want him to look so, here's a deep cut, Makani Deviant art. I didn't want him to look like Team Fortress 2 fan art where they're trying to make the characters of Team Fortress 2 fuckable, I guess. And also, you know, to look more like a Disney prince or whatever. So, like, I wanted to ease him towards, like, first off, maybe not looking like the whitest guy in existence. Second off, being just like... Because I think that's more fun. And it's kind of based on what I was saying here about doing figure drawing. It's more fun to draw, like, these different kinds of figures. And, you know, I think Milady would say the same. Ore Monogatari was more for, like, teen girls. It was in shoujo beat. Okay. Interesting stuff. You can... Okay. Sorry, I was gonna say things I shouldn't say on stream, which is not... I wanted you to... If you have other suggestions with similar narratives, I'm taking suggestions. Okay, I would like music. For some reason, my Goron music is just, like, ground to a halt. No, it hasn't. I just can't hear it. It's so strange. Like, I see the bars bumping, but I don't hear it. Why would that be? And I was hearing it up till recently. Well, you know what? Guess I'll die. Guess I'll play one of my midis. Don't ever get me started talking about my original characters. I will not shut up. Nobody talks to me about them. And I'm desperate for friendship. That's not true. Shout out Awesomatic and my friend Claire Unfortuna. You hear me say insane shit about my characters. God bless you. Trying to listen to Queena's theme from Final Fantasy IX and it is not loading or working. And Windows Media Player is crashing. Close the program. This is unfortunate. Unfortunate to think. Yeah, okay, good. Ore Monogatari was more for teen... I already read that. Shut up. Anyways, if you tell me that you look at my art, I'm forced to respond and show you my drawings. I'm sort of like, okay, so doing outlines lately, by the way, I'm kind of trying to, like, the design of Knight, like, so when I'm just in outlines, I'll just draw him however, right? Like, I sort of see if I can have, like, a backstepped version of that. Yeah, sure. I don't care. The main thing to me is that his figure needs to be, quote unquote, in harmony, and there's like a very specific way he needs to look for me to think that. So that's a picture I have showed already. His figure was harmonious. He may have been cartoony, but the rules were respected there. The personal rules, and so for that reason it was a successful drawing of him. So kind of like his weight, his body fat percentage is not terribly important to me. It's just that like he has to look like himself. I've never been much of a stickler for like references, because I think that's a needlessly strict and what are you fucking confining? It's a good way to confine yourself as an artist if you're like, I can only draw a character like this. Obviously for certain applications like animation, you must do things like that. But again, even like let's say I was like an animation director or something, I'd say like, guys, he doesn't need to be perfectly on model all the time. That's kind of like just for my own personal project. That was how I wanted to handle it. I wouldn't do that everywhere, as I've just said. Anyway. I think. I already talked up like 15 of the 20 minutes before the DOG's WALK. In case you weren't taking me at my word or whatever.
The opacity.
Anyway, if I was in a figure drawing class, I'd have gotten in so much trouble for just talking. No, I wouldn't have. It's actually fine to talk during figure drawing. I don't think it's not supposed to be like a, I mean, they ask you for consideration and say, please try to keep it quiet, but it's not like, dead silent. You're just supposed to try to be nice and not be like, I think it kind of depends on the class vibe, to be honest, but I'm just calling it a class, by the way, again, for reasons I explained earlier. It's not really always a class. Sometimes you just need to do figure drawing, and a class is the way that you do it. And they know that. The people in the class know that. The people running the class, that is. So I'm really used to calling it a class. Even though it's not. Probably try to make like a nominal attempt at drawing the chair that she's sitting on. It's just one of these folding chairs. Yep. I think that's a nice picture. Again, not photorealistic. I still like it. I still like it. Should I draw that? Oops, 100. No, it should be like 89. I need different music! It reminds me too much of the hell of doing the frog minigame in Final Fantasy IX. It's almost as if I have the folder open somewhere. Nope, I guess it's not actually. Downloads. Where is the midnight spaghetti? Not here. Oh my god. This isn't good. This is my Slay the Spire music, so I don't like to listen to it when I'm playing art. That one's just okay. Alright. The Final Fantasy Tactics pub music? Don't mind if I do. It's a little loud. Okay. Ah! Sorry. I gotta do this really fast because I have to walk my dog. Just take a break to walk my dog real quick. After this. Well, what can I say? She was definitely going for like a Marilyn Monroe kind of vibe here in multiple ways. And it's probably just her personal style and not the figure drawing. But it might be though. It does kind of bring to mind old ad art. So she might think, well, like, this is good for figure drawing. And she's right. And I don't know why I made her voice like that. I'm sorry. It was disrespectful. But also maybe accurate. Doesn't look that much like her. I kind of softened her face up a little bit too much, if I'm being honest. I just remembered a dream I had last night and it was so horrible. And I don't even think I can, like, I don't think I can talk about it on Twitch because of how bad it is. Do you think I should try and see if I get banned? It was so goddamn bad. So basically, like, the Marvel movies about, like, Thanos in particular had been rewritten. So instead of it being kind of like a more Western lore of superheroes type movie, it was more like a Buddhist, kind of Shaw Brothers, but like mega high budget type film, I guess is how I describe that. And, you had to summon, quote unquote, Thanos from, you know, the Pure Land or where the fuck he is. And, it wasn't him, though. It was a girl version of him. And you had to stop her by, engaging in congress with her, but you had to do it good enough or she would kill you. And I hope we all understand what we mean by the weird way that I just phrased that. I just don't want to be weird about it. And say the actual terms. So the dream was that the whatever fucking superhero, Avengers superhero this was, you know, was doing that challenge. So first they had to collect like a bunch of diamonds and put them in a, like, it was almost like What is that? Uncharted? Uncharted? It was almost like an Uncharted puzzle. Like you had to put a bunch of diamonds into a fucking goblet. This was supposed to be like the, equivalent to the Infinity Gauntlet or whatever. And they had to give it to him on purpose as her, as a trap. And then, so after having done that, she did appear and, he was doing what needed to be done via some weird minigame. It really wasn't even like, it. And, he did such a good job that rather than killing him, she was like, I won't kill you, but I'm gonna kill everyone else. And it was a big problem. So that was my dream. I have a lot of... that probably was not interesting. I know some people like really hate to hear about like others' dreams or whatever. Because it's like hearing stories from Dungeons and Dragons campaigns. Like nobody finds it interesting if they weren't there. But I have really weird, really fucking strange dreams nightly, and I remember pretty much all of them, at least on a daily basis. If you asked me about this dream in like a week, I probably would have forgotten, but obviously today I remember it. You have to fuck Chi Thanos good enough for her to kill you. It's funny how you assume the Twitch robots are constantly listening for your weird sex dreams. I don't know. I mean, like, somebody listening would get, like, offended and be like, I am reporting her for telling a weird dream. You gotta talk like Marilyn Monroe for her voice. I can't even do it. Wispy with zero projection is how I would attempt that. It's not enough titty, and it's too much arm, unfortunately. Trying just like the most unflattering version of this. My bee. This is a pillow, by the way, over here. Not her. Yeah, the arm, it needs to be like further down. Her navel's like here. It's not like a huge deal. But I have it tucked in a little too close. It needs to be more out. Oh my god, she has finger tattoos. Now this is a bona fide alternative individual. No, it's not. Why would I say something like that? It's so rude. I shall not be drawing in the rest of the detail of her boobie. Very sus. No, it's not. Why did I say that? I was gonna say, like, very sus. It was photographed in a hotel room. What else are you gonna do there? No, it's fine, though. You can do other stuff. I'm not judging. No, yeah, that's definitely a hotel phone in hotel art. I just... Why don't you do this at home? I know why. Whatever. Blech. I think that turned out awful. But it's better than nothing. Which is the point. Okay, Control S. Figures, drawings. Enter. So, I'm gonna get... Luna must be, like, hanging out in the sun or something like that. I'm gonna walk her. I'm trying to think of, like, the best way to depict that I'm walking the dog. How do I look today? The same as I look every day. Bad. Fucking weird and bad. No, I'm kidding, of course. I look normal. Normalize looking like this. Me and my fucking big ass shoes. That's not how I would draw her. That's also not how I would draw her, but it's so funny. Okay, that's me walking the dog. This is the worst drawing I've ever made. That's okay. I think that does a good job of what's happening. I'm not gonna mute. Actually, yes, I am. Don't say. Nobody come into this room and say your social security number. Don't do it. Mm. Hello. I also got lunch because I made lunch. This is now a mukbang stream. Get the fuck out if you don't like seeing people eat or hearing them eat. I need this. I was about to say this is one of the worst streams I've ever done, but that is not true by a long shot. But usually just like eating quietly. It's not. Well, maybe this is a sign for you to fucking drink some water or eat some food yourself. Bitch. Lala. I'm trying to think of what else is new, but I shouldn't really eat and talk, but I could. I'd like to give you a humble suggestion for sandwiches. If you put tomatoes on your sandwich, which not everyone does or always can, but if you do, it's really cool and good to salt and pepper the tomatoes lightly. It tastes really good. It's just my humble opinion. I'm trying to think of the worst stream I've ever done. It's definitely gonna be anything where, like, I didn't realize my mic was muted for, like, 2 hours straight or something like that. So I can definitely remember streams that I didn't enjoy, but they aren't necessarily, like, the worst streams ever. Those are two different things. It wouldn't be saved anymore, but, one time I tried to play Roundabout, the video game, on my really old laptop, which, like, just couldn't play computer games, period. And, not only that, but I also had, like, 3 or 4 people on a call with me, and they were all, like, really fucking annoying. Like, they would not shut up. And it was about, like, topics that I didn't care about. They were just basically, like, info dumping together. So it was, like, amplifying the normal amount that info dumping without consent or interest can be kind of rude. And I was just, like, I was getting so mad because of the tech issues, but also the commentary. I was just getting, like, angrier and angrier. And ever since that stream, I've been very picky about who I have on my streams. I think to some extent that distaste for certain kind of conversational flows has always existed. But oh yeah, it happened after that too. But, like, basically I'd like it if people could, like, kind of hit some kind of bare minimum of being pleasant and understanding that it is a stream that other people will watch. Like, you have to have, like, some courtesy and not be like a dickwit. A dickwit. But you get what I mean, like, not talking about things that are, like, too personal and like not in a way that the audience cannot at all relate to, or just being really unaware again of like the conversational flow. Like if you come on a guest if you come on a guest if you come as a guest on somebody's stream, you should be following their lead, right? And not like the other way around. Like you were not coming there to like do a fucking revolution all the way that they stream. And I think that is worse for some demographics than others, because there's the idea that certain kinds of people are better to listen than to talk. So if you're sitting there thinking like, gee, like every streamer has to deal with this. I think to some degree a lot of streamers have to deal with this, but I do think for certain types of human female streamers it can be worse. So you have to be careful with who you let on. It was a hard lesson to learn. And like there are definitely formats of stream where just like 20 of you get in a call or whatever, but most of the streams that I do wouldn't be that kind of stream. Like marathons or like desert bus type shit, or you know, watch'ems as Doc calls them type shit. That is fine. Having a BRB open while you're clearly still here is a power move. Well, I'm not drawing, am I? My hands are not free. I'm AFK. So I was just kind of like talking about whatever while eating. I'm on lunch break. Yeah, it was Luna's walkie break in my lunch break. Oh, I need to take my medication too. Where did I leave it? I don't want to go get it. I think I have one single aspirin in the bathroom I could take. Burntly reading sandwich. That's right. Bitch is ravenous. What else starts with a B? Bitches ravenous brunch. Like bitches as in like possessive. I'm gonna write it. It's really not a brunch. Bitches ravenous brunch. Burl's really brungry. Okay, I'm gonna go rustle up that single aspirin, and then we're gonna come back and review the drawings. Oh, that was something else. So earlier I showed you guys my outfit. I'll just show you again. Get the idea. So in this handshake. So I was just thinking to myself, like, I should have mentioned when I was showing off my outfit that like 3 weeks ago I didn't fit into the skirt anymore and I like wasn't wearing it. So I must have lost a little bit of weight since my trip and after my trip, because it was, yeah. This was the kind of thing I used to have like a safety pin in so that I would hit my waist, and now it just like fits as is. And then again, a couple weeks ago, I could not wear it comfortably. I don't know what's up with that. Don't ask me. But it's fine. I mean, it's fine for so many reasons. We've talked about it before. I guess for some reason my weight is just like going up and down, but it's not in really huge increments or anything. But anyways, what was I gonna do? Oh, we wanted to look at all my drawings. Let me take this.
Let me take this couple wire.
The other thing too is like prior to this year, I didn't know what the fuck people meant by like I'm bloated, because that like just wouldn't happen to me. But now I notice like especially if I eat a lot of salty food, I get like a lot of like water weight, which like didn't happen before. And then like within a day or two, like I'll go from being like in the middle to be like so I don't know. It's probably got to do with fat cells. Aren't they hydrophilic or something? So now that I'm a little bit fat percentage higher, I am probably having fluctuations like that I wasn't used to. Okay.
Let's look at all the figure drawings that I did.
I was just thinking, like, I've been doing this for a while, and you get diminishing returns. Oh my god. After a bit. Sorry, I used the wrong cursor, and it gets mad when I do that. If I don't use my pen to zoom. To fit the screen? Okay. So, here was the start. Really not good. Hello? There's a shortcut I get to click. Usually that lets me use hand tool. But I guess not anymore. Okay, so that was the first batch. Oh, this was that really funny child in the fedora that I didn't get to finish drawing. But you see this. I guess these are pretty all right. I seem to have progressed pretty fast. Okay, let me zoom. Okay. This might be a little bit hard to parse. Her eyes would usually be like right here. She's looking that way. I don't know. Can you even see? Yes, you can. This I thought was nice. This is actually okay too. Yeah, maybe that guy here is my favorite so far. That was a fun figure. That was cool too. He was kind of difficult, as I recall. This one is actually, weirdly enough, looking back at these, I'm kind of like, those are sort of nice, I guess. Like these drawings, like they're not super accurate. And I said before, like, I don't do figure drawing practice to be accurate. It's more just to kind of like warm up and get into the swing of things or whatever.
Shows it's getting wider and be back soon.
This was a person in a full body suit. I forget what they're called. A white one, and had like a white plague doctor mask. This was a woman squinting in the sun doing a yoga position. And in spite of it not being very accurate, it is a nice drawing. Same with this, it is a nice drawing. That, I think, turned out really nice. I didn't shade it, but you know, whatever. That looks good too. This, that's a better drawing of her face than I would have expected. It's okay, like, it's not my favorite. I think this is when I was starting to fall off, and of course that's the best drawing of all. I don't know, could I draw more? I could. I don't know. I have to check maybe like my task list. Oh my god. Task list. You drink water. You need to drink some water and think about it. Should I draw more? I just am feeling tired. I feel like it's gonna be a problem. By the way, I started the stream by saying that I'm having I'm showing signs of maybe developing a migraine, which is why I just took that aspirin right now. So I'm trying to head it off. But I did feel good enough after medication that I wanted to do something. So this. But I'm not at my very best today, so that's why I'm kind of like, lately I shouldn't do anything. Because I'm just like trying to balance my energy levels, I guess. You know what? I'll do like one drawing. If I do this drawing and it's good, then I'll do more. How's that? Does that sound good? This guy has unbelievable ears, just in case like you see this and you're like, huh? That's accurate. This is a Game of Thrones looking ass. For certain. Luna! Baby's all hot. Because she was baking herself outside on the patio. It's her favorite thing. Now that we don't have mulch, it's her favorite thing.
I think this looks like shit.
I mean, it doesn't really. It's not like the worst thing I've drawn, but it's not. I definitely have hit the stage of like, oh, I'm warming up again. Which is annoying when you're doing warm-ups and you have to warm up again. He's like holding a broomstick. It looks so bad. It doesn't look like him. I don't hate it too much as a drawing. But it doesn't look like him. Oh man, this is gonna be so hard to draw. He's nude except for a baseball cap. That's kind of amazing. Actually, this might be a good one to end on just to prove, because I whiffed a crouching picture really bad when I first started. This might be good to be like, hey, I warmed up enough, I can draw crouching pictures now. I totally can. This guy is like a really good... okay, so like, of the types of figure drawing models that you get, I want to say all of them are great, right? But some of the greatest figure drawing models you can get, especially when you're just starting out, are just like these old ass men who are just so gristled, because you can see like kind of the underlying structures of the body really well in guys like this. With people with more flesh on their body, it's more about like getting their forms, and like that is a skill into itself, which is why I couldn't really like rank the body types that you draw in figure drawing necessarily, because like you need to draw a wide range and that's just how it is. But like, what was I gonna say about this? But these old grizzled ass men with musculature, because they asses be running marathons, or like they work from home and they have a weight room in the garage, that kind of guy, you know? Really good. Just really good guys to draw. And so fucked up. So grizzled and fucked up. He's like if Greek statues came alive and got old. That's what this guy is. Sort of. He's kind of more gaunt, I guess I'd say. Although that sounds mean. Meaner than I intended. How dare you talk about Dwight Rortugal, the former pitcher for the Chicago Bears. Like this. And because he's wearing inexplicably a baseball cap, that must mean that he is baseball. He's a baseball guy. Hey, I think that turned out nice. It's like I was saying, these old men, they have the vibe of successful art about them. Oh my god, this is so funny. Aye aye. Let me show you the picture I was just given to draw. You like that? I think it's hilarious. I don't know if I want to draw it. Maybe this will be my last drawing. I'm having a hard time understanding what is going on with the bottom of the mask. But that's okay, I guess. The juxtaposition of, like, the kind of woman body with the so sad mask is sorry, I don't know if that sounds weird, but it's really funny to me. Hopefully you get that I'm not trying to be a creep in that I'm just sharing an observation. This is too dark to see, but if I were to guess, I guess that it looks like that.
Chad! TFW when Charles says she will end her stream after this drawing, and you were just starting to vibe or had just joined. Ah.
Yeah, this isn't like the very best drawing. Again, it's the problem with like trying to do figure drawing on a tablet. Let me stretch. But it's okay. It's really not the worst. And the more I do it, the better I'll get. Excuse me. Some people can't even draw that good. Bungry. How I feel every day. This. True. TFW. Yeah, I'm feeling sweepy. And it's we've been live for 2:42:05 and counting. So, thanks for watching my stream. Sorry there were so many weird difficulties. I don't know why my camera does that thing where it's like stops and then starts sometimes. It's really funny though. I doubt that I will be back later. Wait, there was one more thing I wanted to say that I forgot to say. Okay, so I mentioned earlier, I just wrote up a Patreon post / Ko-fi post, so that'll be going up soon. But in that post, I ask my dear readers if they would be okay with me doing communism on some of the older posts. And by this, I mean, can I make some of the 6 to 12 month posts plus older posts, if I can make those free. The stuff that was at the basic level, like the sketch posting, because I feel like I am going to do like I was planning to do like a free series on that Patreon of like the anime book reviews. They're over there on the coffee table. I can't reach them. The anime books. How to draw manga. I think it would be fun to make how to draw manga like a free series, and I will do that. But I was thinking that in addition to that, I think that the old posts should be visible to everybody. I wasn't here for any of the difficulties, so it was a 10 out of 10 stream. Some people would describe eating a sandwich randomly as like a type of difficulty. Or like an unpleasant stream, I guess. So anyways, that was just like that was a little announcement to say like hopefully I will have more free work up for you guys soon. I had the realization and talked over with a couple people that like lately I've only been posting pictures of my dog, which is fine. However, I don't think I need to. A couple of months ago, I sort of like put a restriction on myself about like when I would post, because the normal way that I would do it is like I'd finish it and then I'd immediately put it up. But because I had started the Patreon and stuff, I wanted to not do that anymore. So I just had like a posting moratorium, and now it's just pictures of my dog and my fat ass. And we don't need that anymore. We should probably go back to art, especially because I just made that, big announcement. Like, oh, we're gonna endemic move. I'm the art director. And like when I put up that little interview form for finding applicants for the art team, like I'm sure they looked at my page and they were like, this person doesn't draw. Like, I'm so confused. So Crabmeat says about the sandwich eating, that's a feature, not a bug, and I agree. So anyway, I'm gonna try to be posting more free stuff more, because I just have always liked to post budget work, and when I think about all the artists that I have followed over the years, I certainly don't have the disposable income for like supporting people on Patreon or like paying for stuff unless it's like something really special. And I have to kind of like, budget accordingly. Like I'm not one of these people who can afford to buy like 8 trillion gajillion comics or whatever. So because I've always appreciated people doing that for me, I also would like to have a similar thing that I do. And I have been doing so for many years, and I want to keep doing it. So that's my kind of like final note, I guess. I'm all for communism, says Crabmeat. It's good to know. Oh, this is just like a random side note, but I also really need to. Another reason I wanted to do these streams, I want to finish the fucking sketch requests that I put off for a while now, because I've just been busy and I fucking forgot. But I could do those too. So anyway, lots of possibilities for kind of like art streams in the future. Hopefully I can do them. I am just trying to stream more, period, because I did take a break to get ready for my trip, and also just to kind of, I don't know. It just wasn't a streaming time. It just wasn't a streaming time. Like right now, also not a streaming time. Which is why I'm ending it. Bye, everybody. I'm muting my microphone. See you later.